Hello and welcome back to my channel. I have a new series called Career Pillow Talks. Now, why career? Because, welcome. This is a solid career, so hello. I'm a career coach. My past is in recruitment and I have been now just loving and enjoying to be growing this career coaching business and be in touch with all of you. My name is Marketa, if you don't know me yet. So if you don't know me yet, probably you are not subscribed yet, so maybe this is a great time to do that. The reason why I decided to call it Career Pillow Talk. Did I say it already? If I haven't said it yet, yes. This new series is gonna be called Career Pillow Talk. The reason for that is that I wanna make sure I'm gonna give you my most authentic self. And if I wanna be fully authentic, I need to be fully comfortable. And I love sitting on the ground on my pillow, so what better way to do that than this? And also would like to introduce you the mascot of this channel. Hello, you wanna say hi? This is Philip. He was not supposed to be here. He's only here because he likes to lay here as well, because that is his most authentic expression. Yeah, you for sure can see his diaper because he's old. All right, if you are new here, but for me, career is life. Life is for most people also deeply connected to career, right? If you're just thinking of how much time in our day, meaning also in our life, you're spending in our job, I just personally don't feel comfortable with separating these two topics, right? For somebody, it can be a job, it can be a business, honestly, whatever it is for you. Not everyone is deciding to have a career, which I think is completely fine, but this channel is for those who don't want to just have a job because they have to out of survival. Maybe they have gone through the period of having to have a job out of survival, but I hope that you have been able to pass this period and now you can actually be in a place where you're gonna not only be surviving but actually thriving. So this is overall the mission of my channel, and even not just the channel but generally of my business. And today I'm gonna be talking about something hugely important, which is people that you surround yourself with and what your subconscious mind takes from it, because I'm a huge believer in our subconscious mind hugely influencing our life and our career, right? We have, I'm sure at this point, all heard about we are the average of the five people we hang out with the most. And because I have seen this, the result of that so intensely in my life for the past few years, I have established certain rules for myself that are now literally on the forefront of almost everything that I'm doing at this point. I have some notes, so don't be surprised if once in a while you're gonna see me like that. I'm not gonna be editing it out at all. I don't have the patience for that. Anyway, so I have some rules that I wanted to share with you today. Those rules became so normal to me in my everyday life that it almost feels weird to point them out, you know? I realized that those are so much ingrained in my life right now and has so profoundly and hugely influenced my life that I just want to make sure that I'm gonna pass them on, because they feel so normal to me, but every time when I'm actually discussing stuff like that on my coaching calls with my client, often they are like, oh wow, yeah, I didn't realize that. So let's get into it, right? So overall, what I've already mentioned, who are you hanging out with? This is extremely important. Like seriously, whatever it is, whether it is the hanging out in person, right? It can be family members that maybe might not be serving you. It may be your old friends that you're just, I'm calling these people like friends by default, you know, the type of like friends from elementary school, your neighborhood, whatever that you were friends with just because of the circumstance that you were in. And now a lot of people, they decide to stay in toxic friendships that, let's be honest, those are not really friendships, right? In toxic relationships, because either out of habit, out of guilt, out of anything else, or whatever it is for you, you will know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. So the people that you surround yourself with how do you feel? Honestly, for me, at this point, the only valid reason for me to stay in touch with somebody is because I am actually feeling good in their presence. This is literally it. I also always want to make sure there's a real exchange of stuff. So I'm not talking about money, physical items. I just want to make always sure that I am receiving something from these people, and also my presence means that they are receiving something from me. I don't believe in the depth of relationship, but over long, very extended period of time, only one person is giving, the other person is only taking. I don't think that's a great and healthy way of having relationships. So these types of relationships, whatever those relationships are like by definition, are for me the only ones that are healthy to keep, because whatever it is that you keep surrounding yourself with, your subconscious will take it on. It will keep refeeding you stuff like that. So if you keep thinking that it's okay to maybe stay in touch with people out of guilt, because maybe you know each other for a long period of time and therefore you should stay in touch, but these people continuously, or maybe just their presence, maybe they just don't do anything to you, but these people continuously make you feel like a piece of shit, maybe that's not such a good idea, because then the universe and your subconscious will keep feeding you people who will make you feel like crap. So here we are on the subconscious level. The same is in regards to who you're following online. Again, I don't follow friends if I don't like their content. I don't care in what close friendships we are. It's not a must for me. The same is generally what you're consuming online. And for sure, are you listening to the news? Are you watching TV? What are you watching? How are you letting yourself being influenced by these things? We have covered the subconscious part. Let's move to the conscious one. And here is where we're gonna get to my rules over here. I never take financial advice or any kind of money-related advice. It can be money mindset advice from people who are broke or who I consider broke, poor. Now, what I'm talking about is either broke, continuously being financially broke, not just broke in a moment, and also poor, maybe not in amount of money, but definitely in mindset. If I want to be living an abundant lifestyle and life in general, meaning maybe it depends on the neighborhood I want to be living in, maybe it depends on the activities I want to be enjoying, maybe it depends just about a conversation. Literally, I'm not only talking about the financial part. I don't understand why I should be actually taking advice from somebody who is not living the examples of what I want to be living. So doesn't mean that you need to disqualify the people in general, right? You might want to stay in touch with them, but maybe just don't take the life advice from them personally. All of this is tightly connected to the advice number 2. I don't take any advice at all from generally people who do not inspire me. So before I was specifically talking about financial advice, if I'm gonna meet a random person, it can be somebody close, might not be a random person. Does the life of this person actually inspire you? If not, thank you. Next.
Thank you, Ariana.
Third rule is actually on the opposite of it, of like actually gaining the inspiration. So not only about like pushing people away, but actually what am I inspired by? So that means that yes, I can get also inspired by someone who does not live the identical life I want to live. But for example, let's say when I was employed, I always knew that I want to have my own business. I want to build my own business. So I was getting inspired by people who were doing something outside of their job, who had a passion outside of their job. It could have been growing a business. It could have been the fact that, I don't know, I see my dog, like let's say they like to go to dog competition. Is that a thing? I guess it's a thing, right? Whatever. Just having any kind of passion, interest, literally whatever it is. They like to cook. They have a whole Instagram account based on cooking random stuff. Just seeing that someone is creating something apart from just going to a job is always inspiring to me. I'm always seeing their energy around that. I always love to see how they're talking about it, what are their thoughts behind creating certain things. So the same could be the fact, again, as I mentioned, I want to live an abundant lifestyle. So I can be inspired by a person who is inspired to do the same because they maybe want to be purchasing designer bags, but even though I really couldn't care less potentially about designer bags, I can still be inspired by the inspired action the person is taking in order to reach their goals. So yeah, those were my 3 or 4. Those were my subconscious and conscious rules connected to how I get inspired about people around me, and also how I protect myself from people around me in order to be able to keep going and keep living my best life. I hope this served you. Please keep in mind that these types of rules that are overall for life, and rules feel so rigid, it's not really rigid, it's just embodying new thoughts that then become new beliefs, because those beliefs are literally governing your life. So are you going to be the victim of your beliefs, or are you going to create new beliefs if the old ones don't serve you? Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this new pillow talk concept. I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, I'm actually really enjoying, so I hope you are, and see you next time.